Okay, so I was looking up in the interactive map to see if there was any potential quests that I missed here, and the speaker was one of them, which was the previous one that I did. But there was also one involving a stool, and it seemed to indicate this one over here. So I'm going to see if that's the one or not. Sit. Sit. And apparently it is. Okay, so the last line here is, but I have never expected to see, moodily reflected in the eyes of my nemesis, a sad, lonely face, gradually made desolate by vengeance. No, it's so strange to suddenly feel remorse for the acts of vengeance already committed, and given how brutal the revenge was against the accomplices. It doesn't make sense to show mercy to the main culprit. Actually, it was all foreshadowed. See, after every act of retribution, her determination began to waver little by little due to the atrocities she had committed and witnessed. I mean, we don't want to encourage dedicating your whole life to revenge, after all. Nope, I just don't think the ending is convincing. At least to me. You're going to catch flack if the script is as is. Don't judge it based on your own tastes. This again, well, I think you're actually the one tailoring it to your personal tastes. You shouldn't always be preaching to the audience. Oh, right. We do have an audience here, don't we? What is your name, blonde friend? Call me Traveler. Hello. You've been watching, so you must have an interest in theater. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mulhat, and this is Foreman. Foreman? Foreman. How do you do? We are the world-renowned. Aren't you going to follow up with the Tri-Coupon Troupe? Fine, fine. As you can see, we are the world-renowned Tri-Coupon Troupe. We're not actually world-renowned in the least. The regular cast consists of just the two of us. Then you shouldn't have promoted us like that from the start. Also, I never agreed to you hyping me up as a renowned performance artist over the loudspeaker, either. It's just an advertising tactic, and I believe that you, Monsieur Foreman, will one day be a famous performance artist. Oh, stop it. I'm just trying this out for fun. Monsieur Foreman is very talented. Someday he may even grace the grand stage of the Opera Epiclese. Thanks for the compliment. Wait a sec. I've already been there. I'm here because that's where I was sentenced. Ugh, that's true. I guess. Anyway, Traveler, we're rehearsing a play called The Countess of Montemare, but we'd like to hear an outside opinion regarding the ending. I know nothing about theater. It's okay, let me put it this way. Plays are meant to entertain the audience. Exciting is exciting and boring is boring. You don't have to know anything to give your opinion. How about it, Ramon? Let's put on a little performance for Traveler. Let's start from, some say that for all evils there are two remedies, time and silence. Okay, I'm going to start with the next line because that's a line I already read. The story opens in a land of exiles called Montmer. A woman named Juliet has lost her fiancé to a brutal murder, and she herself has been framed and banished. But the fire of vengeance burns intensely in her bosom, refusing to surrender to either time or silence. There will come a day when she finally escapes and exacts payback on all those who were responsible. As chance would have it, not only does she escape Montmer, but she unearths its hidden treasure. One after another, she takes her vengeance on those who wronged her. But what she lost in the euphoria of revenge was her own compassion. As she faces her nemesis of days past, does she even realize this? Or perhaps that is why, at the last moment, her sharp blade went wide of the mark. Juliet, why does it have to be you, Juliet? Yes, it's me. You didn't see this coming, did you, when you killed my fiancé with your own hand and banished me to Montmer? Why you she-devil, I remember now. I remember. In court 2 weeks ago, you said the pound of flesh from his chest is the principal, and the blood surplus flesh are the interest. Then killed Anthony. He collapsed there in the middle of the court, pale as the death coming for him. All the crowd could not but helplessly stare as his heart stopped beating. He who perjured himself so many years ago finally paid the price I demanded of him, and with interest. He had only himself to blame for such an end. And the lead actor, Rollet, helplessly crushed by a falling light in a theater. Were it not for his glib, serpentine tongue, my lover and I would never have fallen into your trap. So you got close to me just to rig my clock to fire a hidden dagger, taking my life at midnight? Exactly. Juliet, please, forgive me. You saw how Anthony's wife hanged herself after he died, leaving behind only the pious sobs of their young son. Is this really what you want to see? Think about Rollet, the sight of his haggard, snow-haired mother trying to gather his broken, scattered remains, while in agony and sorrow. I know my sins are many and grave, but you should know why we killed your fiancé. It's because he killed our friends. I don't believe you. You're lying. You must be. It is your choice whether to believe it or not. Ah, Juliet, just what kind of jagged pillar of fate have these chains of sin bound us so tightly to? If vengeance will free you, plunge the knife in your hand into my chest. But I can promise you, vengeance will not put you at ease, but fill your heart with an agonizing void. Look at my own pitiful state. I know what lies down that road, better than any. How could this be? Is this perpetually drunk and tortured man a portent of what is so to come? Or what is to come? I thought I would be free after exacting revenge. But I never expected to see, muddily reflected in the eyes of my nemesis, a sad, lonely face, gradually made desolate by vengeance. Okay, traveler, this is it. This is the part I feel we need to discuss. There are two directions we can go with the plot. One is for Juliet to abort her revenge and spend the rest of her treasure traveling the world and enjoying life. And the other is for her to complete her vengeance, only to realize she still feels empty inside. So she donates all of her wealth to charities, then grows old and dies alone in the place where she first met her fiancé. So, as the audience, which do you prefer? Giving up on revenge counts as a kind of freedom. Really? See what I mean? Audiences can understand, since Jerome already serves as an example of someone who successfully exacted revenge, but still isn't happy. Kill your nemesis and you'll be happy may sound good, but happiness is created and built, not obtained through destructive means like revenge. You don't gain happiness through retribution, only a sinful pleasure. But when that euphoria fades and you can't find another direction in life, it leaves naught but a hot, huge void inside. In the process of getting revenge, it's vital that they find another means of redemption, beyond vengeance itself. That does make sense, though I'm still not entirely convinced. Thanks, traveler. Your feedback has been most valuable. Yes, indeed. After such a discussion, I feel like the conclusion does have some room for improvement, if it can be properly presented. You must come when the play finally premieres, traveler. There'll be an ending that will exceed your wildest imaginations. Really? Well, it's still to be finalized, so I don't know either. Then why would you tell Traveler that? Just call it premonition. Oh, and thank you for the feedback, Traveler. Please, take these. Feel free to drop by anytime. An actor's training. Okay, that's what this one was. And let's see. Got all my dailies done for the day, and that's all I care about. Alright, so that's going to be it for that. I don't think I had any other ones marked for Meropide. Nope, I got a random one over here, but that'll do another time. Alright, so that's going to be it for now, and I'll see you guys later.